Hey guys, welcome back to the sunny side. I'm Sunny, and today we're going to ask the cards, will this decision or choice that you're going to make, will it make you happy? Everybody cool with this decision that you're going to make? So like, hey Sunny, if I kick this guy to the, or hey Sunny, if I take this job, or hey Sunny, should I move? Or hey Sunny, what's the action, man? You want to know if this thing you're going to do, if it's going to make you happy. Very simple. Very simple. Let's ask the cards. Is this thing you're going to do make you happy? For those who don't know, I'm a professional psychic astrologer. I used to write tons of horoscopes for the newspapers in Canada. Now I'm down in the States and I'm doing lots of YouTube stuff for you guys. If you want a personal reading, then hit the PayPal link in the description box below and we'll set it up. So we'll set it up. All right. Also, there are lots of live streams on the channel. Tune into the channel, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, share it. All right. Is this thing going to make you happy? All right. Let's check it out. Is it going to make you happy? I got to confess, guys, happiness isn't really my wheelhouse. It's like, I remember a long time ago, someone asked me, they're like, Sunny, are you happy? And I'm like, thanks. I was like, thanks for asking, but like, that's not really something that I'm concerned with. And we're concerned with a whole bunch of other things. But it was an interesting question. But I do know that in spite of my own personal life journey, I know that a lot of you guys are searching for happiness. So here we go. First up, Temperance. Well, there's a way to start the happiness. Wow. Okay, Temperance, where are you here? So this reading is beginning the here we go. Wow. Hey, check it out. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Did you guys catch the purple and gold background today? It's an homage to Kobe and the Lakers and to, LeBron James going over there now. All right, here we go. So Temperance, what's the deal? Wow. Is this going to make you happy? Well, temperance means you have to make things work. To temper something is to soften it. You temper your words. You adjust your words. You soften your words. It comes from the old Roman concept of tempering the wine, which is adding water to the wine, watering down the wine. And you can see in the card, we have the two opposing forces, fire and water. This is like a higher octave card. Many people are stuck in the duality of lifetime, and the duality it's represented in the tarot with the pillars. Like, I don't know how you don't know that. I say it all the time. Anyways, when we get to, and it's you, me thinking, black, white, yes, no thinking. But when we get to Temperance, it's totally different. After the death card, things get put to rest and it's time for the rebirth here. And in Temperance, you have to put things together. So instead of the pillars of you, me, yes, no, black, white, whatever, you're going to have to compromise and you're going to have to temper. You temper steel, right? Just soften steel. And so you have to bring it together, soften your stance somehow. This is the foundation of your query right now. So are you going to be happy? Maybe, but you're going to have to adjust to make things work. Oh, there we go. Palace of Wands. Get to the gym. Palace of Wands. There's a place in your, and okay, truthfully, this was reversed. Right? In the Marchese deck, we use palaces, and there are a couple of wild cards in the deck. Anyways, the palaces are places that you actually go to, and it could be where you're living. The wands are someplace where you're charged with energy, and you feel, you're recharged emotionally, physically, spiritually, but it's reversed. So right now, you probably feel as if there's no peace for you at home. You probably feel as if there's no place you can go. You probably feel as if you're really probably feeling the energy of the Temperance card, which means you have to make a compromise. Oh man, is this going to make you happy? These are good questions. Next up, Five of Cups. Now, Five of Cups is someone who's a bit of a drama queen. They're always focused on the negative. As you can see in this particular card, in all Five of Cups, you will see that three of the cups have been turned over. However, two of the cups are still there. Two of the cups are still there. So it's all about, so the Five of Cups tends to be about not focusing on the good that you already have. Five of Cups can be someone who wants to throw themselves a constant pity party. It can be a drama queen. It can be a poor me. It's like, oh, look at all this, you know, my 3 cups are broken, without seeing all the good there. But this is about you, okay? This reading is about you. You could be a drama queen. You could be a pity party thing. You could do whatever you want. It's you and your life. And if that's how you express yourself, then that's your game. And if people don't want to play your game, then they don't have to. And you got to be cool with that. So far we have Temperance. You have to make things work. And someone is being a pity party. It appears as if to be happy, very clearly it appears as if there's no 100% answer for you. You know, you're not going to be 100% happy, and you do have to make it work. Then we have the King of Wands, but the King of Wands is reversed. Maybe there's someone in the story here. Maybe there's a guy or an authority figure who's kind of, you know, on one hand, like if it's right side up, which it's not, I'd say maybe there's this action man in your life, or there's a really cool guy who's there, who's who's bringing a lot of fun and excitement into your life, and he can really challenge you in a very positive way. Unfortunately, the card's reversed, so there might be a bit of a dickhead in the scene here. So be careful. What do we have right now? And he could be a bit of a dickhead, and the way that he's inspiring you is actually to your detriment. And so be cool. Be cool. Detriment's a word we're using in the astrology class tonight. For those who don't know, I teach astrology, right? I'm a professional astrologer. I teach astrology. That's some of the stuff we're doing in the class tonight. All right, next. So watch out for some kind of dickhead whose way of inspiring you is not really helpful. It's also possible that there's someone in this situation, and it doesn't have to be a relationship, right? It's not necessarily a relationship, maybe the job. But I would imagine that you would think there's a bit of freedom in the situation, but there's not. You're actually feeling a bit confined in the situation. Then we have the Knight of Wands, and it's reversed as well. So I think there's a situation where, is this going to make you happy? Well, if you're looking for travel and adventure, if you're looking to get on with things, if you're a fiery kind of person who wants it now, this is not going to make you happy. This is actually really going to frustrate you. What are you doing, Sonny? This is really going to frustrate you. The Knight of Wands, when it's reversed, these guys indicate some kind of delay, you know, a pity party, you're upset at something. Something has come along to mess your action up. Maybe you went more than halfway. Maybe this thing in this relationship, you're going more than halfway. Maybe in this job, you're doing too much for other people. Maybe you've compromised too much. It says you have to compromise. It says you have been compromising, but maybe your compromise is to no emotional avail. And on the other, in addition to all of that, there's a lot of negative physical stuff happening. Like maybe you got to run around all the time, or maybe you're waiting all the time, or it's not happening. Is it going to make you happy? So far, I say no. So far, I say no. And there's next, the Hanging Man. Here we go. The Hanging Man is the card of illusions. Now, it's not the card of deception. Okay, it's the card of illusions. It's different. And so what happens, the essence of the Hanging Man is to use your intuition. Unfortunately, it's the card, so the card tends to come up. The card pops up, or it raises its head, or the card tends to show itself in spreads here when there's some kind of confusion, or there's some kind of not knowing what's going on, something where the pieces don't add up. It's supposed to make you happy. Whatever's going on here, whatever you're deciding is supposed to make you happy, but it's not making you happy. And you haven't been, like, if this card is reversed, so and it's usually it's like, anyways, the facts aren't lining up. But I have a feeling you haven't been looking at the facts. I have a feeling you've been glossing over things with romantic eyes, like you want it to work out. You want it to work out. You want to make it happy. I mean, you've compromised, so you obviously wanted it to work out, but it hasn't been working out. And I think now is the time for you to ground yourself in some facts. Usually when this card is the other way around, the person is diving into their things. The facts don't make sense, so they're diving into their intuition. But in this situation, you got to ground yourself on some facts. I don't think you're looking at the reality of the situation. Next, wow, Palace of Swords. So you got to go talk this out with somebody. So check it out, talk it out. If you want a personal reading, I'll look at your astrology chart and I'll tell you exactly what's happening to you right now, and I'll tell you exactly where you should be going, you know, what job you should be doing, and I'll do your relationship chart and I'll figure out if the guy's the right guy for you. Anyways, you got to go somewhere to get some kind of rest, you know, to recharge your batteries physically. It looks as if with just these two cards alone, it appears as if you're close to your wit's end. It appears as if you're burning out and you need a second opinion, man. Or maybe there's a problem. No, I'll just leave it like that. Maybe there's a problem at school if you're younger and still in school. But you need a second opinion in your game right now. You need to go someplace and recharge things. Then we have the King of Coins. Maybe money's involved in this situation. Maybe you're sticking around because you think you're going to get some money out of this. You know, the King of Coins, maybe the guy or the situation, like maybe the job, or, you know, maybe this is about you're asking if you should take the job, or if you're actually, you know, is the job going to make you happy? Is the guy going to make you happy? Are you going to go to school to make happy? Should you buy that car? Is it going to make you happy? You know, should you take an extra long shower? Is that going to make you happy? You know, anyways, there appears to be some money involved in the situation. And maybe at one time the guy was very generous, but it appears as if that generosity is either dried up, right? That generosity is either dried up, or there were strings attached in the generosity. So be careful. I would imagine that's the situation. When you put the Five of Cups down here in the foundation, you know, it's never going to be enough for somebody. So whether it's you, and it appears as if you've been trying. So I think it's never going to be enough. You know, however far you go, this thing is just going to, whoever is involved, maybe you're dealing with a narcissist, maybe you're dealing with someone who just wants more, or they're a pity party, or whatever the deal. But so far, whoa! Okay. Is it going to make you happy? NFW. So far, NFW. Wow, for all of the questions, so far, I would say this is a hardcore no, man. You know, you don't know all the you don't know the entire situation anyways. Things are, whoops. You don't know the entire situation anyways. Things are confusing. You're trying, you've clearly been trying. I get it, you're trying, right? But there's nothing is reciprocated. The Tower is horrible. You guys know the Tower means shit could be crashing down, right? You know that. And Seven of Cups, you can't make a decision. Well, I'm going to help you make your decision right now. Is this going to make you happy? It's not going to make you, so far it's not going to make you happy. And it's not only not going to make you happy, the Seven of Cups here that just came up is the card of indecision. It's the card of so many opportunities, you're not sure which one to take, which is probably why you're watching this video in the first place when you think about it. So you do have options. You're not sure which one to do. But I think this thing is going to be forced upon you. I think there's lack of, there's all this time you're taking to decide or to figure out if this is going to make you happy or not. I think something's going to get taken away from you. I think this deception, I think this thing you don't know about in the background, or this wishful thinking, is not the greatest thing. I think there's some kind of BS blocking you. Like, say there's someone who's supposed to do something, they're not doing it, and you're gonna get distracted. You know, you gotta stay focused. And you know, maybe focus is not your thing. But these people dragging ass or not doing what they're supposed to do, or maybe you're in line for a very new experience, or something you haven't done in so very long. And you need, you know, a little help along the way. Or what you don't need is distractions along the way. And if something is distracting you, something is not as, you know, not treating you with the kid gloves that you maybe need in this particular situation. And kid gloves is another term for tender, loving care, to handle with caution. It's an expression, it's a phrase, it's a colloquial expression. Okay, whatever. And so, anyway, something's gonna come crashing down. Three more cards. Knight of Coins. This is you. Well, you're trying, right? So, in your defense, you're absolutely trying. You're willing to, this is about going to school, you're absolutely willing to study. You're absolutely willing to put in the work. You're absolutely willing to take charge. You're doing it. You're preemptive striking things in a very concrete and proactive way. Is it going to make you happy? Good question. You're clearly doing your part in this situation, and the team is not necessarily I believe that you expected a little bit more. Your expectations were a little bit out of line from the reality, partially because you had inflated dreams about the situation. However, I just want to let you know the reality is the reality, and that's the reality. That's the way it is for everybody. So if you're cool with it, then be cool with it. I can see you're doing the work. You're putting in the energy. Look, the other side. Next, we have the Faith card right here. So now the Faith card is the Hierophant, and although this guy looks really nice and it's Taurus energy, he's actually a bit of a dick. He's stubborn, he's unyielding, he's a dick. The Faith card actually means a teacher is on the way. The Hierophant means a teacher is on the way. If you look at the progression of cards in the major arcana, you'll get the Empress, Emperor, and then the Hierophant. That's like mom, dad, and then the teacher. And that's exactly how they progress in dealing with things. Mom is really soft love, really, it's Venus energy. The Empress is Venus energy. And then we go to the Aries energy, but not the negative side of Aries. The more take control of the situation, more of a stern kind of loving guy, but more the Emperor is more loving and more stern than the Empress, obviously. But then we pass them down. Mom and Dad pass Tarot on to the teacher, the Hierophant, or the Faith card right here, and that's the most stern kind of love and affection. It's tough love. It's a teacher with the ruler on the knuckles kind of thing. And that's the situation you're going through right now. Will it make you happy? The card says to persevere, right? The card says to persevere in whatever you're doing. Faith card is Taurus energy. It's don't rock the boat. It's perseverance energy. You had no cards in here that said you should rock the boat. It has no cards here that says someone's going to leave. You have a lot, but you do have the Tower, which says if you don't get your stuff up to speed really fast, everything's going to be taken away from you. And although it appears as if you have a lot of opportunities or options at your disposal, if you don't do it, again, it's going to be taken away from you. So is it going to make you happy? I think it's not what you thought it was going to be. But in the end, whatever you're doing, it's not what you thought it's going to be. You're stuck in a situation. You're indecisive. It's a little tricky. You got to navigate the Tower card. It's going to change the way you think about things, right? The Tower actually means changing the way you think about things. But then at the end of the day, you got they're saying to persevere. Well, here you go. So here's something. Will this make you happy? All right. Well, this card is reversed. I'll tell you. I'll give you a yes/no answer right now. This is fairly obvious. Will this make you happy? The Six of Coins is the card. Some people call this the card of charity, but it's not really. It's the card of offering to help, but not helping. It's the card of someone offering you something, but then taking it away at the last moment. As you can see in this particular card, he's offering the Libra glyph. However, he's keeping the coins behind to himself. So you can see it, but he ain't giving it to you. And in the Six of Coins, you often see a guy dangling money in front of someone or dangling coins in front of someone, but there's a string attached to all the coins. There's a string attached to what you're doing. But it's not that simple. The card's actually reversed. So I have a feeling that... So you know how you get into some kind of network marketing thing, or you're doing something where you always have to pay to go higher, or you pay to play or pay to do something, or someone says, if you do this for me, I'll do that for you, or whatever. In this situation, they're always going to be asking. They're always in this situation that you're in, this thing that you're thinking is this going to make me happy? You're going to have to continue to give. It appears as if you're going to get something out of this. Right? The Six of Coins. It appears someone is going to give you something. You're doing this for something. You're going to school to do something. You started a new job to do something. You started a new relationship to do something. Or you're going to break up to do something. Or you're going to... Whatever, man. But in this situation, very clearly, this is someone dangling a carrot in front of you that you will never get. And the Five of Cups, we already went through this in the background. Drama queen, you know, fire, it's not happening. All these cards are reversed. Temperance, you're moving halfway, you're going the distance. You're going way more than you should. The Knight of Coins with the Freak, you are doing your best, and they're jerking your action. That's what I say. You can interpret the cards in many ways. You could say the Faith card says, Faith card obviously says to have patience with everything, but I think there's a grouch ass on the other side of this situation that you're dealing with. But anyways, I think the bottom line is Six of Coins reversed. Someone is jerking your action, and you'd be better off without them. Is it going to make you happy? Is this thing you're doing going to make you happy? No, it's not. No, it's not. Not only is it not going to make you happy, I actually think you're wasting your time, and it's jerking you. So be cool. I wish I could have said, yeah, it would make you happy, but someone's jerking you, so be cool. Whatever it is, unrealistic expectations are not being met. You're doing your best, and the world is not helping you out, and that's what I think. And that's the action. For personal reading, hit the PayPal link in the description box below. Tune into some of the live streams on the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Donate to the channel. Buy cool Sunnyside stuff. Like our cool Sunnyside face panties. Yeah, Sunnyside face panties. I don't feel very good. I gotta lie down. I think I got the Rona. Yeah, I got the Rona. Oh, I don't feel very good. Okay, guys. All right, whatever. And that's the action. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sunny, wishing everyone the absolute best of a super beautiful week. And I'll see you guys soon. What? I did all that smiling at the end because I need the thumbnail. You guys know what I'm doing. I'll see you guys later.